Yeah, hi. Morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes, guys, can you hear me? Fine. So, before going to be start the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Vasu. Having this 12 plus years of experience in software testing. So, currently I'm into automation testing. So, the amazing. So, before going to be start the session, can I ask some questions? Do you have any questions? So feel free to ask any questions. There is a chat window. You can put in the chat whatever the queries you have. Okay. So basically, everyone should respond here. Then only the session should be more interactive. Okay. Then the people will learn more information. Rules it ideally. So you have to participate here. You can ask some questions. You'll get some information that will be helpful for your career. Fine. So no audio issues. All are able to see the screen, right? So I'll explain this from the beginning to ending, what exactly we're going to be carried out and this testing tools training. So basically, this testing tools training, so we are going to be covering about that, the manual testing as well as the automation testing. The duration will be like 60 days. The duration may increase it. It depends on your performance. Okay. Daily we have 1 hour session. So it starts at 8:30 to 9:30. So after the session, we'll give 10 minutes for the clarifications. Do you have any queries? We will discuss on it. Now, before entering into this subject, so we have to understand this, the basic things. So why we are going for testing in the market? There are so many courses will be there. There are so many languages will be there. So why you are preferring with the testing tools and what are the vacancies for this testing tools? So once we learn these tools, whether we are able to get the job or not, so you have to come. These are the basic things every person should know about it. So that we are going to be focusing on it now. So most of the people not aware of it. So why the people are choosing this testing tools instead of the other courses or languages. Okay. So did any one of you know that why would people are choosing the testing? Any reason? Little voice clarity. Now it is clear.
Some echo is coming, sir.
Echo is coming.
Yes, sir.
I am reducing the volume. Check it now. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay now, sir. Read.
Yes. Fine. Any other reasons? See, most of the people are saying that, sir, I'm not an IT background. I'm not good at coding. So I'm not going to be choosing other courses. So the testing is very easy to learn. That is the reason I just go to this testing. And some people will say that. So one of my friend or colleagues suggested to learn this testing tools. That is easy to learn. So these are the regular answers we are going to be heard from anyone, but that is not the actual one. So why? Because let us consider, for example, if you want to learn this, the Java, okay. So how many months it will require to learn this Java course? So hardly we need to spend this the 6 months to learn this the Java course here. So after 6 months, so here we have to spend that 6 more months for the practice. So you need to revise the subject. So it maybe take 6 months or it maybe take 1 year for the revision. It depends on your availability. So almost all, so we are wasting this 1 or 1.5 year to learn this course. So like based on our knowledge, so we are going to be learn this. So for example, we learn this 70% of accuracy. So after learning this course, what we have to do? So after completion of this training, what exactly we have to perform? And most of the people doesn't know about it. So how we need to approach to get a job. So that is also the very important thing. So to get a job, every person should focus on the subject knowledge, then focus on the practical knowledge, the real-time work, what is going on the companies. Then we need to focus on this, the interview questions and the answers, how the questions are going to be asked in interview. So before going to be attend this interview, you should prepare the resume. So you have to place the resume in the monetary or monster. See, once you are learning the codes, so the company people won't interact with you directly. You have to post your resume, the monetary or monster or indeed. So whatever the channels we have, so we have to post it. And then the HR will be having this credentials to log into those websites. They are going to be searching the resume with the keywords. See, whenever the job description, so we will go ahead with this. The JD will match with your resume. Then your resume will be shortlisted. So once your resume will be shortlisted, the HR people will make a call to you, and they are going to be start taking your availability. Based on your availability, they need to schedule the interview. Okay, so once they schedule the interview, we have to come to that how to crack the interview. So these are the minimum requirements from the any person. So we have to come across all these things. See, after learning this course, you have to know that how to place a resume. You don't know about that. So many people are giving so many inputs. You are not sure about which input we need to take it while we are preparing the resume. For example, for placing a resume, we just do 3 minutes, like how we need to provide the keywords in the resume, how we need to prepare a resume. Don't know about anything, right? So total 2 years we're wasting the time here for completion of this learning and placing the resume. Then after 2 years, we are just starting for the job trials. You maybe get the job after 4 months, 6 months. Some people are getting 8 months. See here, so mainly any person, what is the goal of any student? So what is the goal of you people here? So I need to get a job within a short period of time. I don't want to wait for 3 years to get the job. If I'm waiting for 3 years, how can I fulfill my requirements? So I'm not going to be fulfilling my requirements if I'm going to be waiting for 3 years. So that is the reason. So most of the people are choosing this testing tools training because in order to learn this tools, you need to spend hardly 2 weeks. For the practice, we required only 1 week. The rest of the time we have to job trials. So here there is a scope to get a job within a short period of time. So that is the reason for most of the people are choosing this, the testing tools training. So within a short period of time, we are going to be getting a job so that we can fulfill our needs. So everyone have some their needs. In order to fulfill their goals or needs, they need a job. So I hope you people well known about the needs about yourself. So this is about that the reason, the first reason the people are looking into this testing tools. Okay. So in order to get a job, so you people should have these 4. So in this training, we are more focusing on these 4 activities. One is like the subject, then the real-time scenarios. In real time, how we are going to be work like as a tester. So the practical part, this training is more focusing on the practical oriented training. This is not like a theory. So we are giving the theory and you are learning like this. The theory can learn by anyone. So we have to know the practicals, how the testing is going to be really carried out in any company. So that is what we are going to be focusing on. And the very important one, we are focusing on the resume. When the freshers or the experienced people, so we will be focusing on that, how to prepare a resume, what are the keywords we need to place it, how many projects we need to place in the resume. So based on your experience, we need to focus. And the very important one is like the interview questions. For each and every chapter, so we need to focus on this, the interview questions, how the interview questions are going to be asked in the interview and how we need to provide answers. We need to focus on that. So here, this is about that the basic information any tester should come across. So to get a job, you have to do the practice. You need the subject, how to place a resume. You need to go through the interview questions on a daily basis. You need to prepare for the interview. So whenever you got a call, you have to respond, you have to attend it. So definitely you will get a job. You follow all these the rules, whatever we are going to be giving here. And next. So, sir, what are the vacancies for the testing? How can we come to know that? Is that the vacancies are available for the testing like that? Yes, we can go ahead with this. You just simply go ahead with this Naukri website. You can search with this QA testing. So we're test engineer, software testing. So like these are the keywords you can search it. So you can search with experience. You can give a fresher, give an experience, whatever you have to do it. Then you can see this 1 day ago. So this is a company 0 to 5 years of experience they're going to be asking you. 4 days ago, so they're going to be giving this 0 to 3 years. So like we have, so we need to continue that. So 0 to 3. And here one more advantage. See this, here we have to continue that. In testing tools, we are learning it, like the manual testing as well as the automation testing. So people will looking into the only manual testing, the people will looking into this automation testing side as well. So here there are advantage. You can go with the manual testing or you can go with the automation testing as well. Only we are focusing on this, the manual testing side, let's just search it. Okay. So separately they're going to be focusing on this like automation tester. The Selenium, we're using it to like Selenium automation testing, Selenium automation tester, or the Selenium automation, Selenium driver, Selenium Java. You can search with all the keywords. So here we have to search with this. So you need to come to know that. See, so the senior Selenium automation tester 025, 028. So like this also we're going to be getting this, the number of vacancies, how we need to come to the positions of the automation tester as well. This is an advantage we're learning with the testing tools. We can place it to manual testing or we can place it to the automation testing. There is the use openings for this, so we will get a job. So this is about the basic information any person should come across. So to get a job, what exactly we have to perform. So you have to set a goal in your mind according to that, or if you want to fulfill your goals, you need to perform these activities. Everyone should perform these activities, then only we will get the job. So otherwise, we're not going to be getting any job. So you should know the subject, you should know the practical, the real-time work. Then you have to place a resume, then you have to attend the interviews. Then we need to crack the interview. Definitely we're going to be placing into a job. And one more thing, what is the beauty of this testing tools or the software testing side? You're working like a tester. See, whatever the fresher, for example, there is a guy having this 0 years of experience of fresher. So there is a guy having, for example, like 12 years. Whatever the work done by the fresher, the same work is also going to be done by this the experienced person. Even after 10 years as a tester, we are doing the same work in testing side. There is a consistency. So if you want to implement consistently, then we have to choose this testing side. So consistency in the sense, suppose, for example, if you are choosing any technology, for example, like .NET, after 1 year, they are going to be using some advanced tools with the .NET. So they overcome with the .NET, they come across with the advanced tools. Again, you have to learn those tools after 1 year and you have to work here. But here, in testing side, you no need to learn anything between your career. Okay. So if you're working like a fresher, same work is also done by this 12 years person. Also, if years are going to be increasing it, if we have this experience like 12 years, we are doing the same activity. For everyone, voice is not clear. Just I increase that now. Previously, I reduced it. Now it is okay. issue. Now, still it is very low. Human frequency. Give me 1 minute. I need to check the speakers. Now, can you hear me? I think it is clear now. Yeah, sorry, I'm just using this computer voice. Okay, so if anyone wants to be work like a tester, you should learn all these. You have to perform each and everything. And there is a work side, you can work like haram se. So no pressure at all. So for the first year, second year, third year, even if you got 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, same work we are going to be learning. That is the reason the most of the people are choosing this, the testing tools. So this is a basic introduction about the testing. If anyone wants to learn this, this is the best one. That is the reason most of the people are choosing the testing. It is easy and you have to work like a pro, anything. Okay. So basically coming to this manual testing, it is dead easy. We no need to use any tools, any technology, anything. Coming to this automation side, we require this 20% of the Java skills. So in the training level itself, we will discuss about this, the basic core Java only, not like advanced Java, only the basic things we required it. So we can play like anything in the testing tools. This is about that, the information, why the people are choosing the testing and what are the vacancies for the testing. So once we learn this course, whether we are able to get this job or not, so we people should know that all these things. Now I'm moving on to this, the subject. So before going to be enter into the subject, first we need to discuss about this, the quality. So basically, what is meant by a quality here? The quality is nothing but meeting the customer requirements first time and each and every time. So in terms of time, cost, so security, so features. So you have to understand it. So just now, whenever I'm going to be delivering any concept, you are not audible. Okay, you are not satisfied with the voice. Okay, so then you have to know that this is the issue related to this, the Zoom meeting, or issue related to the mic. So there are different factors you need to come to know that. So whenever the audio is going to be perfect, you are able to listen. So then you are saying you are satisfying with it. Now it means that application is going to be meeting your requirement.
then you are satisfied with that. Same like that here. So let us consider anything, any application, any mobile like that. So some people are interested in making the reels. So any person, so purchase, some next person purchased one mobile, the priority will be like the camera. So he bought like 108 megapixel camera mobile and just captured one picture now. So he's going to be checking the details. So the mobile or the picture having this captured each and every details or not. If the mobile is not capture the details clearly, then so the person is not going to be satisfied with the mobile. So he can simply say that this mobile is not going to be good. So it is not up to the mark. So mainly they're focusing on this, the camera. The camera is not going to be working. So the customer won't satisfy with the mobile because it is not going to be meeting their requirements. So the quality is nothing but simply we can say it is that the customer satisfaction. So now in order to check this quality of an application, we are moving on to the testing. So why we can go for the testing? Basically, we check this, the quality of an application. Now, what is mean by testing here? So these are the simple definitions. You should come to know that before going to be learn this complete testing training. So what is mean by testing? The testing is a process of checking the developed application. So who will develop the applications basically? Do you have any idea about that? Who will develop the software application? Yes, the developers are going to be in developing the software application. This software application is going to be meeting this all the customer needs or not. We need to validate it. All the customer requirements. So the testing is nothing but it is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting the all the customer requirements or not. So coming to this here, anything if you purchased from the market, for example, like a mobile, washing machine, TV, anything, so you have to test it. If it is working fine, then only we are going to be accepting it. We need to purchase it. So if it is not working, then we are not going to be purchasing it. So here we have to focus on this, the testing definition. This is a process of, so basically we'll discuss about this. Every person must and should know that the manual and automation testing. Okay. So at the end of the class, we'll discuss all the queries. Just let complete this. Okay. So here, the testing is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting the customer requirements. So let us consider that. So you are going to be heard about in daily basis. You are watching TV. So they are going to be giving so many news channels the information about the failure of a project. So project in the sense, for example, like the Chandrayaan 3 or the PSLVs, some are going to be failed. So because of what reasons that is going to be failed, the software is not going to be built it properly. Sometimes based on the weather circumstances like this. The testing is going to be associated with the real-time activities day by day we are going to be performed in our real life. Okay, that is the reason most of the people are learning this testing. It is very easy to understand and we are going to be comparing it. So if testing is not going to be happened it, so what exactly performed? So the need of testing in real time. So what is the need of testing? So let us consider a small example. So one of your friend, any person, so want to purchase one mobile or for example like scooty. The Anuradha want to purchase the scooty. So what are the requirements related to this person? So the requirements related to this bike should be like, I need a bike that should be given the mileage like 90 kilometer per hour. I need the, so 125cc bike, the red color. These are the requirements only the customer needs. So I have to go ahead with this. Okay, for example, so petrol or electricity. So these are the requirements. For example, assume it Honda Activa 4G or 5G, whatever it may be. So here there is a company. This company is going to be developing this bikes. So initially, the customer is approaching it. So once we are approaching to this company, the company people are asking about this, the requirements. We just given the requirements. I need a bike. These are my requirements. And they're asking about the budget. Like in order to build it, we're charging like 80,000. Okay. Now the customer agreed for the 80,000. He paid this to the company. Now the company will get the profit like this 10,000 in this bike. So now in the company, there are some mechanics like developers. They are going to be develop the bike. So assume it in olden days, we don't have any testing. They are developing the bike and simply they are going to be delivering the bike to the customer. Now, once they're going to be giving this bike to the customer is going to be using the bike. While the customer is going to be using the bike is going to be giving the mileage like 40 kilometer per hour. So what happened? So it is going to be giving this 40 kilometer per hour. So what exactly the customer is going to be expecting it? The customer is going to be expecting it like 90 kilometer per hour, but actually it is going to be giving this 40 kilometer per hour. What the customer will do now? So if you are a customer, you can use that bike blindly. You can go ahead with that. Yes, guys, what you can do it. I need answers from everyone. Why you are silent? So I'm not your teacher to scold you like that. Whether you have the right one, wrong one, you have to express it. So be like a friend. Okay. So here, yeah, publicity will be getting negatively. That we will discuss it. But so whenever if it is not going to be meeting these requirements, we simply given the bike or give a complaint to the company. Whatever the bike we are going to be delivered to us, it's not meeting my requirements. You have to replace the bike or you need to modify the bike. So for replacing purpose or modification purpose, they're charging like 20,000 rupees, for example. Who will pay this 20,000 rupees? Customer or company? Yes, company has to pay this 20,000 rupees. Customer won't pay any money because customer already paid the 80,000 rupees. Now, what is the loss of the company here? The loss will be like 10,000 rupees. Initially, they're getting a profit. Now they're giving this 20,000. Now the loss will be like 10K. In a single bike, they're going to be losing this 10K rupees. In a day, how many bikes are going to be developed it across like million crores? Like so many branches will be there across the globe. If a company is going to be losing that much of money, they're going to be running the business. They won't run the business. They will shut down the business. So here they are going to be shut down in the business. In order to overcome this situation, what this company people are going to be doing, it means they are going to be recruiting the testers. They pay some salary for the testers. Now, the tester will perform testing on the bike before going to be delivered to the end user or the customer. So this is a situation the testing comes into the picture. Same like that, all the software company people are maintain the software applications before going to be delivered to the end user. They are going to be perform the testing. Now the testing team is going to be finding any bugs. They are going to be giving this information to the developers. The developer will fix it. So once everything is working fine, then only we are going to be giving this product to the end users. So this is a reason the testing comes into the picture. If the testing is not going to be happen means, see the company is going to be losing their business, their reputation. So in order to stay in the business, to get the profits, to produce the quality product, we have to perform the testing. So definitely, see if it is not meeting it, this person is going to be giving the negative feedback on the scooty. So don't purchase it. It is a defected one. So this model is not going to be built accurately. You can buy the old version, the old model. So instead of buying the new one like that. So this is going to be happened. So if testing is not going to be happen means we are going to be losing our business. We are going to be losing the money. We are going to be losing the references, the fame and everything. We are going to be losing it. So to avoid that, we have to perform testing before going to be delivered to the customers or the end users. This is the situation. The testing comes into the market, comes into the picture. Same like that. Not only this, for example, if you go with the Flipkart application, Flipkart is one of the software. So it is going to be developed and tested. So for example, assume it. So you are the customer. So so we have this big billion days, right? On 8th to 15th. So on 8th, you purchased one product, for example. So like around 30,000 rupees or 40,000 rupees. Because of high demand, you purchased it. So you just search for the mobile or any product and you add it to the cart and you fill this payment. And thus you're getting the OTP, you submit the OTP, the amount will be deducted, but you are not getting the confirmation message whether the product is going to be booked or not. So what you will do basically, if the confirmation message is not going to be getting it, so your friend suggested just wait for 1 day, 2 days, then you're going to be make a call to the customer care. Yes, you're asking about that. I just done the payment. Still, I'm not getting any confirmation like this. So this Flipkart people are asking it, wait for few more days, then you can call me back like that. Still after 5 days, 10 days, still you are not going to be getting any feedback, any information from this. Then what happened? you have a bad opinion on this, the Flipkart application. So don't go with the Flipkart application. Don't purchase any product. So they're not going to be giving the good service. So you have to go with any application like Amazon. They will deliver the product in time. The products also would be quality ones. They're going to be delivering it like that. So same thing, because if testing is not going to be happened, so a lot of discrepancies are going to be happened. That is the reason all the company people are maintain the testers to test their applications before going to be delivered to the customer. So if there is a development, definitely there is a testing. So there is a huge opportunities for the testing because of what? So if any product is going to be developed, any project or product, definitely we have to perform testing on that application. So that is the reason the tester should be recruited by any company to test their applications before going to be delivered to the end user. So here, basically, so for example, you can come to know that the developer is responsible for developing this application, and the developer itself also performing the testing on the developed application or a functionality. But the company people won't depends on the developers. Why? Because so for the time being, the developers will complete the development activities. If it is come to the end user, if they found two, three bugs or they're not going to be, application is not working, the company reputation is going to be damaged. Next time they won't get the project like that. To avoid this, so must and should they recruit the testers. These testers should perform the testing accurately on the application. Then we have to give the update. Everything is working fine. So once we did this information correctly, accurately, we have to update, then only the product will goes to the live. So this testing also done in three stages. One is system testing, system integration testing, finally user acceptance testing. So basically, the testers will perform system testing and system integration testing. The end users, the customers doing the user acceptance testing, whoever is going to be purchasing the product, those people also performing it. If everything is working, then only they can go for the sign off, the UAT sign off, SIT sign off. All these stages, everything is working fine. Then only the product or project will go live. So these many ways we need to perform. These many times we need to do the testing. So that is like customer requirements, meeting the customer requirements first time and each and every time. So this is about that, the need of testing. So here, in order to stay in the business, to get the profits, to produce the quality product, we have to perform testing on any application. Next, we need to focus on this, what to test in any application. Basically, as a tester, we should come across that, what to test. Sir, you said that there is a Flipkart. What exactly we have to test on the Flipkart? There is a Amazon. What is we have to test it? There is an SBI application. What we have to test it? So there is an finance application. So what exactly we have to test it? There is a Gmail. What exactly we have to test on the Gmail? So we need to come across this. So basically, as a tester, what exactly we have to test on this? So here, for example, coming to this Gmail, we have this username, password, and this sign in. So what exactly we have to test on this Gmail application? So we will explain by each and every information with real-time examples. every person will easily understand it. This training is for all the people, even from non-IT background, IT background. So everyone will able to understand it. Okay, no need to worry on that. So now, so see here, so we have this, there is a username field. Now we have to test this, the username field is properly working or not. Sir, how can we test this? The username field is properly working or not. So on any application, so we have to focus on this, the functionalities and the non-functionalities. So here we have to understand this. The username field is called it as like one functionality. So here the customer is giving the specification. They will provide everything to us. So what is the specification given means the username should be in between that. So 6 to 40 characters. So whenever we are creating this username, that should be like 6 to 40 characters. This is a condition given by the customer. Now, with the help of that condition, we need to test it. The username field. First, I'm entering this. So 4 characters here, for example, if it is allowing or if it should not be allowed. Yes,
Yes, it will allow because between, oh sorry, it won't allow because below
yes,
6 characters.
yes. So it should not be allowed it. So that is the thing we are doing it. Once they're giving the application for us, I will enter 4 or 5 characters. I will check it whether it is allowing it or not. If it is allowing means it is a defect. So it is not going to be working as expected. So here we need to check that and we have to give like 6 characters and we can give this beyond that. So we can provide 41, 42. Like this, we have to check multiple combinations, how to check it, how to validate it. So what are the methods? What are the techniques we are going to be using it? We are going to be learning here. So we need to focus on that. So this is how we need to test the functionalities. So username is one functionality. Same like that, the password is also one functionality. Whether it is going to be functioning it correctly or not, we need to validate it. Coming to the password, the customer is asking that whenever I'm entering my password, it should not be visible. It should be in encrypted form. So I entered the password. Now it is displaying it encrypted form. Then it is working fine. Suppose in case if the password will be visible here, then we can say there is a defect in the password. The password is not going to be working as expected. The customer is going to be giving that. So it should be encrypted like that. So here, so it won't be work like this. Like sign in, each and everything comes under this here. We have to focus on this. We will call it as like one functionality. Now we are moving on to the flip chart. So coming to this flip chart, what are the things comes under the functionalities? We have to understand this. So what are the things comes under the functionalities here? Can you let me know? So any one of you? So here coming to this, the flip chart, see this became a seller. The sign in is one functionality. The cart is one functionality. The groceries, mobiles, each and everything comes under the functionality here, whether it is functioning correctly or not, working correctly or not. We need to test it as a tester. They will give the information about that, the working behavior of the cart. For example, how the cart is going to be working, what is the usage of the cart, so what exactly we have to test in the cart. So we need to focus on this. Okay. So here, this is about the functionality testing. So each and everything we need to validate based on the customer point of view. They will provide that the information about the card. And first we need to understand that what is the usage of the card. So for the future reference, like in future, if you want to purchase it, you can place the product in the cart. So once, for example, this is a product, I'm adding to the cart. So whenever we are adding the product to the cart, so just I'm opening it. See here, I'm able to add this product. It is saying that coming soon. So now I'm added to the cart. So just see here, card having different features. See here, save for later or remove it. We're able to remove it. We are able to save it for later. We can increase the count or not. Say we are getting this message or not. We need to validate each and everything. We're able to reduce it. We're able to increase the count. We can able to place the order. We can able to remove it. We can able to add this item. All these are comes under the functionalities. So for the cart, you have to validate, you have to test it whether it is going to be properly working or not. These are the things we are doing in the real time. For example, anything, so they will provide the information on the particular functionality. For example, a card, how the card should be looks like, what should be work, what is the functionality behavior of the card. So what to test in the card, everything they are going to be giving, you have to read it. So accordingly, you have to validate or you need to test it. So that is the reason the testing is very easy. So there is nothing here. That is already done in our day-to-day life. In our day-to-day activities, we are doing it, the same thing only. Whenever they are developing any functionality, any project, so they are asking one requirement like a card. That card should be like this. The developer will develop it. Now the tester will test it. Whether we're able to add it, deleted it, we can able to add multiple things. We can remove it. So like that, we can place the order or not. We have to test all these things. This is about the functionality testing. So on any application, we have to test the functionalities as well as non-functionalities. The non-functionalities, we will discuss it by tomorrow. So meanwhile, if we have any queries, you can ask, you can let me know. I will discuss it one by one. So here we are going to be following it. So this is a course curriculum, day-wise, what we are going to be discussing about this. So we'll discuss about that and we will discuss everything to real time only. Yes, we'll cover the cucumber and everything. Okay. So we need to focus on this, the manual testing. Once the manual testing, this is the basics for any testing. So we need to complete the manual testing. Once manual testing is completed, we will go for the automation testing. So we are discussing about that. Each and everything with examples, with interview questions, the real time where we are using it. Again, while we are discussing about the automation testing, we will give a demo like that. What we are going to be covering automation testing like that, everything. You no need to worry about that. For each chapter, we'll discuss about this interview questions. I will provide the soft copy materials and you will get the recordings on the daily basis through your Google Drive. So I'm stopping here today. So we will continue the session by tomorrow. If any questions regarding this, you can ask. Yes, you can provide this 7 years, 8 years up to that. You are giving the training, in-depth training with more examples. Yes, they will share this lecture through email by end of the day. You will get the recording session, okay? My training is focusing on the real-time part only, more practical part, not focusing on the theory. So I'll give the assignments on the daily basis. You have to complete that assignment. You need to come across with the next session. Any questions from anyone, you can ask. So I'll be giving that 60 days. It may be extended. It depends on your performance only. This training is more useful for the students. So we are not going to be completing within the 60 days like that. Every person should be able to do the work assignments, then only we are going to be happily close the training. If you are not able to understand it, how we are going to be closing it? This training is for the student perspective only. So we more concentrate on the examples. Yes, Monday to Friday. Okay, we have the sessions. Same thing only. There is no different one. Testing is same anywhere. Okay, in India, UK, anywhere. We need to do this manual and automation testing. See guys, you can ask the questions freely, you can clarify it. So don't go with the blindly, any question, anything. So we'll discuss about the experience part. So what side? What is certification? So ISTQB certification. Now, how can the institute will provide the gap? Your gaps will not provide it. You need to show yourself by putting the fake experience. Yes, manual we are doing with human without using any tools. Automation by using tools. You need to know the difference. Definitely there is a difference. In order to speed up the manual testing process, we can go for the automation testing. Yeah, audible. Your voice is, 2 months, very low. Speak loudly. They will provide the course completion certificate, 2 months.
And sir, will there be the curriculum provided to us day-wise?
Yeah, we will provide it. Okay, we will provide it. See, whatever I'm going to be teaching it, I will provide to you people. Your thing is, you need to attend the sessions daily. You have to complete the assignments. You need to focus on this practice until you will get the job. Okay. Daily, you need to spend at least 1 to 2 hours until you will get the job.
And sir,
You have to practice. Yes, tell me.
sir, I had actually a gap of 6 years, and I'm from a chemical engineering background. So, sir, will it be useful for me to have this course?
So any degree that is enough. You can put the fake experience. You need to go ahead with that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes. And sir, is there any requirement of language knowledge of C or something like that?
It is CoreJava is required it here for automation side. I will explain the CoreJava.
So
You no need to. What?
from scratch you will teach us CoreJava.
No, your voice is breaking. I'm not understanding it.
Sir, I am just asking that from scratch you will teach us CoreJava or we have to learn it.
Yeah, from the scratch only. Whatever is required for the Selenium, we will discuss it from the scratch only. I assume that you don't know anything. This
Okay.
training is going to be given like that. From the basics only, we are going to be giving it. This training is considering with all the people, not for one people. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
from the basics, we are giving it.
Okay.
Okay. Just focus on the training. That's it. We'll get more information. Only CoreJava, we are giving it. Python not yet comes into the market. Still using Selenium only in Java Selenium.
And so we can start applying for jobs at the end of 2 months or at the end of 3 months.
No, based on your confidence. If you have learned completely, you have the confidence, you can apply from there itself. Why
Okay,
you
so
are waiting
so
for that?
so we can get it the certificate by the end of 2 months, huh?
No, this certification is not useful at anywhere, only for showing to your parents, not for
Okay.
your. Okay, that is why you are need the certification.
Okay, sir. I was actually told that this certificate carries some value at interview
No, no,
process.
no, 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 no. That we are not showing anywhere to. You have only showing the subject knowledge, not the
Okay.
certifications.
Okay,
That
sir.
certification is different. ISTQB certification.
Okay, sir.
That you have to pay like 6,000, 7,000 to complete that certification process.
And the answer this fake experience, how can we get that?
By approaching the companies, consultancies, you need to.
Okay. So the coaching will provide the links for those consultancies which we can
No, no,
approach.
no. Institute won't encourage all these things. You have to do that by
Okay.
communicating your friends, colleagues who did it previously like that.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Thank you.
I'll explain how to do that, how to search it, and that one also we'll discuss in the coming classes.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Fine.
Yeah.
Why Selenium is giving more importance? That is the reason, right? Selenium is like speed up the process of manual testing. So you understand that you have to complete the training, then only you can understand it. Why we are learning Selenium if manual is there. First, you have to complete manual testing, then you will come to automation. Then you will get the differences, why it is more important than manual. Why we are stretching only the automation in testing side. Without completing, how you can understand. Fine. Your mic is not working.
No, sir, it's working.
Yes, someone. Yes, Srinivas. No worries. Check it. You can ping in the chat if you want anything. So what about others? Still having any questions? No, complete core Java is not required. Only we require this basic CoreJava. Okay. I already said that, right? Don't worry about the CoreJava. I will take care of it. I'll explain it.
Sir, one more thing. Are we supposed to be in the institute physically, or everything will be online?
This is online training, right?
Okay.
Why you need to be physical? Yes, Anuradha, Chinchal, Mohd, Palapatirao, Sai, Pavani. Any queries? Fine. So tomorrow we'll discuss about that. The non-functional. Yeah, timing is same. Daily we have 8:30 to 9:30. So the SDLC, the development life cycle, very important one. Don't miss the sessions. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yes.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Ah.